What's going on YouTube? Caesar of 3 here back with a brand new video today. So I can tell by the title, man. Hey man, got a special video today. Gen Z, life after graduation. Now, peep this y'all. I recently just graduated from university not too long ago. So I've only been a graduate for I think this is like my second week. I graduated, hold up, let me look at the calendar. Oh snap. Hold up. That ain't the calendar. I graduated May 5th, so it's been 1, 2. Oh, snap. It's been 3 weeks. Dang, 3 weeks went by fast, dog. It's been 3 weeks? Yo. Alright. It's been 3 weeks since I graduated, y'all, so we about to watch this video. Piqued my interest. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe down below, join the movement. And without further ado, let's get into it.
Life after school. The time period you spend all your school years waiting for and have always dreamt of. No more school assignments, no more studying, no more homework, exams, stress. It's finally time to live the life you've always wanted. Then you finally graduate. When you only now realize how chaotic this life shit actually gets.
Nah, no funny. I feel like everybody, bro. I think everybody, it kind of hit us. It hit me once I crossed the line. I was like, bro, life is really about to start. I really gotta find a job now. I really gotta start paying bills and all that. So, it really, just hit me. I'm like, dang, bro. Once I crossed the stage, I said, oh my gosh. But my whole thing is, everybody's saying, life sucks and not life sucks, but, nobody really wants to start life. But, I mean, life is a journey, bro. So, yeah, it's going to suck, but it's inevitable. This is bound to happen. Everybody has to go through this experience. Most people, if you're blessed enough, you don't have to pay any bills or anything or look for jobs or anything like that. But, unfortunately, there's not a lot of people in that position. So, hey man, shoot. Life's a journey though, so it just come with it.
To realize the school life might have not been that bad. The first thing you realize is how real this life shit actually gets after school. See, depending the path you choose to take, you either finish education after high school or college. And when you do, you're now in the real world. There ain't no more bullshitting with your boys in the hallway or even taking girls' phones and running around with them. Instead, it's now time to get to work and pick up your damn shovel. Or keyboard. Or even fucking wires if you're a damn electrician or some shit. Playtime is officially over. And I'm gonna be honest, even if you chose the college route trying to salvage yourself some extra minutes on the court, that shit is still over because you ought to be out of your damn mind if you think niggas are paying thousands of bucks a year to go fuck around. I still fucked around. There was no more time to be worrying about if Jessica from your homeroom period thinks your fit is tough. Instead, you now have to worry about filing your taxes or else the tax collectors are gonna come get you a tougher fit instead. Remember that exam you stayed up till 4 a.m. studying for? Or that Romeo and Juliet final essay that was due at 12 a.m.? Yeah, that shit's now replaced with bills. You forgot to make sure enough money was in your bank account for your car payment? Don't worry, they're already on your driveway mounting your car to their tow truck. They didn't pay your electric bill by the first of the month? Congratulations, you're now sitting in the dark twiddling your fucking thumbs. Remember when your biggest goal was to unlock diamond camos for the new COD that just came out? Yeah, now you gotta figure out your way of unlocking financial freedom so that way you're not stuck working some job you absolutely despise for the rest of your life. This shit gets real. This is one of the main reasons why some niggas just choose to stay in school. You ever realize how some people you chat to always seem to be in there? Deadass, it don't matter how long it's been since the last time you guys spoke with each other, somehow they're always still in college. Yo, what's going on? not much, man. I'm just studying for my statistics exam, bro. Word. When were you expected to
Yeah, this
graduate?
video is funny, yo.
Bro, I'm supposed to graduate this year, bro. Yo, what's going on? Not much, bro. Just got this final criminology assignment worth 40% due tomorrow, bro. Yo, weren't you supposed to graduate already, bro? Yeah, but I ended up failing this course, bro, and it messed up my whole schedule, so Word. I hear it. Yo. You trying to pop out this Friday, bro? Like, they've been messing with sushi. We're trying to get sushi this Friday, bro. Oh, come on, bro. I would have went, bro, but I just got the psychology exam I have to finish, bro. Bro, didn't you already retake that class last year? Like, the one you needed to finish? One class? Bro, I switched programs, bro.
Switch program.
Once you finish school, you're now literally forced to think about your future.
Nah,
like, don't
for
get
real.
it twisted. In high school or even college, niggas still had to think about their future, but it was a lot easier to just push that thought away.
And the thing is, bro, like, for me specifically, like, when I first got to college, I didn't know what I wanted to study. But I picked a major, but I didn't know, like, what I wanted to do specifically. Like, people would be like, oh, what do you want to do with your life? And I still don't know what I want to do, y'all. And I graduated college. I still don't know what I want to do. But people were always like, oh, what do you want to do? What do you want to do in life? And what do you want to do? I always told them, I don't even know. I'm still figuring it out. Like, people didn't had their lives figured out, or they had, like, some kind of idea of what they wanted to do. And that made me feel insecure, because I'm like, dang, I ain't got no clue in what I want to do, right? I don't got no clue. Like, I'm just over here. I'm like, man, shoot, bro. I'm just doing stuff. And it's not like I was just being lazy or like I ain't have nothing going on. It's just I genuinely didn't know what to do. So, usually when you don't know what to do, you go into college, you study liberal studies. Liberal studies is just, you don't really have a major. You just study whatever and still get your degree, right? But first off, I didn't even know that was an option. And I kind of knew I just picked things that I liked. So I knew I liked mass communications. I knew I liked editing. That's the stuff I used to do in high school, edits. I know I like art. I know I like all this stuff. So mass communications it just made sense to me. It was like a no-brainer. I didn't even know that, for my degree, my curriculum was a little bit easier than the other curriculums. Like, say, if you go to school for like nursing or law studies or something sophisticated, compared to that, I mean, we were still working though, don't get me wrong. I was still writing 10-page papers. And you still gotta know how to edit. A lot of people don't know how to edit, so it's like, you feel me, I already know how to do that. But I wouldn't say my major was easy, but I wouldn't say it's hard neither, you know what I'm saying, because you really gotta know what you're doing. But yeah, bro, just think about the future. So for anybody, and I'll probably make a video on college, what to expect. I was thinking about making a video about it, but it never came up. So yeah, I'll probably make a video on what to expect from college if you guys are entering college. And do you need college? Is college smart for you financially? Because you might not need it. You feel me? It's not for everybody. I will say that. It's not for everybody, and especially if you don't want to be like a lawyer or a doctor or anything, hey man, I don't see, college in a couple of years, and I had this talk with my mans, I don't see college being like an essential thing anymore in a couple of years. I feel like people will start to make their own classes and stuff like that, and you can just go to one of them, you know what I'm saying? Like me. Like, that's my plan. My plan is to make my own studio, my own production company, and teach people art. You know what I'm saying? So, you come to my class, you come to my school, man.
There was always those moments where you and your boys would be straight chilling, then someone pops the Hall of Fame question. So, what do you guys plan on doing after school? and everyone would just stare at him like the nigga was speaking in hieroglyphics, and then just proceed to carry on with whatever they were doing. Life's funny because somehow you go from straight chilling, worrying about the new Fortnite season that's about to drop, and now having to figure out your career, your physique goals, finances, woman, the meaning of life. It's just all over the place. I'll never forget the time me and my boys were sitting in a Discord call and some nigga joined Tom about some,
guys, I'm telling you, don't graduate, bro. Just stay in school for as long as you can. This shit is terrible, dog.
And we all just kind of sat there quiet for a moment because it's like, not only did he just interrupt our conversation entirely, but we also don't really know him nor speak to him as often. So for him to join the space really makes you question, bro, what the hell was going on? Mind you, he did everything society tells you to do. You know, go to school, get a good job, pay bills. And we were all on that trajectory as well. So it kind of makes you think about some things. After facing hella confusion due to you trying to navigate your life, you eventually get to the realization that none of this shit you were worried about in school actually mattered at all. The assignments you stressed out over and failed back then, don't remember them. The niggas you were beefing with, haven't seen them since. Social circles you were a part of, friend groups, popularity, all gone. The biggest one too is like grades. Like if you were to ask me what my grades were for my senior year, I couldn't even tell you. Like I couldn't even tell you what classes I took either. Mind you, being the COVID year definitely wasn't helping my case either because everything was online and kind of a blur. But I can guarantee you no one remembers 90% of the shit they did in high school anyways. And even college. It's just...
the only things I remember about high school were like extracurricular things like basketball games, sports games. I remember, you know, occasionally you'll have like some fights and stuff that you remember, but as far as classes and classwork, only class I can remember, dog, is chemistry. I took chemistry in 10th grade and it was honors chemistry. Dog, that's when I knew like the science route. I always liked science though. That's the crazy part. Like I always did. Like I took biology my freshman year and got an A+ on the final exam, and then I go in, you know, I go into chemistry the next year because that's the follow-up course after biology. You take chemistry, and chemistry is a whole different ball game. Once they started putting math with science, I was out of there, man. You feel me? Like that's a whole different. But don't get me started on physics. But it's like, yeah, bro. Kudos to you. Kudos to my viewers that's good at those things. Maybe y'all could teach me something, but it just wasn't registering back then. It probably would register now for me. I feel like I've gotten a little bit smarter. I'm not trying to say I'm like, you know, I have a high IQ and all that. Trust me, dog. But I do have emotional intelligence. I feel like I've been blessed with that. Maybe not, you know, books intelligence.
So funny looking back too, cause niggas used to stress out over the dumbest things you wouldn't even believe it. I remember it vividly. It was around 11th grade. Everyone around one of my closest friend groups at the time was tweaking over a girl, me included. And it's like the way we were acting, you would have thought it was the last day on earth. It was a combined total of 4 of us. One of my boys wasn't too bad. It's like he was kind of chilling, to be honest. But the remaining 3 of us, fuck no. The first one out of the 3 was so done, he decided to drop multiple songs about the same girl. And I think she actually ended up seeing them at a point. The second one couldn't even stay at school anymore, to a point where when you would call him, he's already answering on his walk home in a damn forest. I lost the ability to eat to a point where we're all at a birthday with food in front of us and my plate's still full. I think I might have took like 2 bites in 20 minutes. Then time passes and you forget any of that shit even happened. Let alone realize what you were stressing over was the dumbest shit of all time. Not to mention, at this point in life, no one gives a fuck about anything anymore, especially what you do. Like, you could deadass drop the ball today and say, you know what, bro, this hooping shit's not for me, bro. I give up. And no one around you will come pick up the ball and put it in your hand. Instead,
Nah,
they'll
for
just
real,
shrug
bro.
their shoulders and keep it pushing. You can
For
also
real,
tell
bro.
people you're gonna start a Hall of Fame rock collection. They may look at you with a blank face, but very quickly they'll just say, you know what, bro? I fuck with that. Even if they don't mess with it at all, nobody cares. Which is
Nah,
a
that's
very
facts.
interesting transition because for some reason when you're in school, that's like the thing, like the need to fit in. Like I remember everything from the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you
Yeah, bro, I definitely felt that shift. Even though I've only been out for 3 weeks, yo, I've definitely felt that shift. Like, I haven't even posted on my story in a little minute. Because I feel like it's just like, bro, I got to figure my life out. I don't even got time to be posting on my stories on Instagram. You know, I'll watch a couple stories here and there, but it's like, dude, like, I'm already stressing and I don't even have the bills yet. Because, you know, I have a little bit of a grace period here. But I don't have the bills yet and stuff like that. So I'm already like trying to figure out, all right, what's my next steps? All right, what am I going to do this? How am I going to plan this? Because, bro, it's actually very hard, yo. It's very hard, dog. Like, even finding a job, like, excuse me, even finding a job, like, you got to tailor your resumes. The job market right now is just, you know, it's not the best. So, thankfully, you know, because the man above, he always looks out. I had this Wawa job and I was able to keep it throughout my time at university. So I came home to something. You get what I'm saying? So, but yeah, bro, just, yeah.
used to matter to a point where niggas could literally shit on you for things like the shoes you're wearing. But imagine trying to do that shit now. Like you're at the fucking gym and you go up to a random ass guy talking about some, yo, bro, what are those shoes you're wearing, bro? Take those off. I don't like those. He might just turn you into the damn Smith machine. Eventually, you realize that all the shit the school system was teaching you wasn't to actually prepare you for real life at all. But instead, it teaches you how to become the perfect worker or employee. Instead of learning important things like how to file your damn taxes or even how lucrative businesses manage to write off everything they possibly can avoiding taxation, you now know that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
That's the
Or
only thing I
better
remember,
yet,
yo.
what the longest side of a triangle is called. You come to the
What's
understanding
the
that
longest side of a triangle? Is that the hypotenuse? Or is that something else? Let me see. I don't know. Oh, snap. Hypotenuse. I was right. Yo, chill, yo. I just guessed.
it would be a conflict of interest to actually teach niggas these things because then a lot more people wouldn't need accountants. And shouts out to that one class that actually taught niggas about careers, resume building, how to actually ball during interviews. For us, it was called like civics and careers or some shit. And looking back at it, that might have been one of the only useful classes they actually teach you in high school, considering you could actually go use the skills from that class in the real world. You learn what the older people were telling you was true. You know, you're only here for a few years. You're more than likely never going to see more than half of these people ever again. And you'll be a lot more confused than you ever were once you're out.
Nah, bro, that is facts. Like, the people I graduated with in high school, I don't see them. I always think about, like, when me and my boy be talking, you know what I'm saying? They always be talking about these guys in high school, and I always wonder, like, yo, what are they doing now, or where are they at, right? And because we got so many funny stories about them, so it's like, yo, I wonder what these guys are doing. And bro, I kid you not, I have not seen any of them at all. Like, it's like crazy. Like, those 4 years of high school really don't mean nothing. Like, and when you going through it though, it means everything to you. You know what I'm saying? High school, you know. Trying to get the girls, trying to be cool, trying to find who you fit in with. Me, I wasn't, bro. I was the complete opposite. Like, I wasn't the cool guy. I didn't have the girls. I You know, I ran cross country. There's nothing wrong with running cross country, y'all. It's actually something when I got older, I started to appreciate it more. But back then, you know, I thought I was still lame because I ran it. And I was actually good at it. But I thought I was still lame because, you know, it wasn't something that people were checking me out for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was still getting overlooked by people, by women. And, you know, I never really had, like, but I never really needed that anyway. Like, a solid, like, friend group. I always had, like, a couple friends, like 1 to 2 friends that I would talk to. But that was all I needed. And I actually prefer that better than being in groups, like big groups, because, I don't know, it's more intimate and not on the, you feel me, sexual level, because, you know, these are guys I'm talking about. But it's more intimate, you know what I'm saying? There's more connections being built there. There's more trust. There's more just learning from another person. And, you know, when you have those one-on-one relationships besides being in a group, I was never part of a friend group. Now, I knew friend groups. I was always cool with people in high school. People always knew me. But to say that I was a part of a group, though, it just wasn't my style. Like, I just prefer, you know, one-on-one. Or, you know, I was cool. You know, I was the cordial guy. You know what I'm saying?
Fear. But the one thing that never fails to catch you off guard is what actually happens to the people you were once with. Like, I swear, you get out of high school and it just seems like everyone just does a complete 180. I'm talking the nigga who was quiet and didn't really speak much now apparently has a kid. Like, barely even a year out of high school, he somehow got someone pregnant and they have a whole ass child at the age of like 19. The kid who was failing every single course and should have been a bum by society standards is now flexing thousands of dollars in cash and supercars on his Snapchat story. The bad bitch that everyone thought was the finest specimen on this planet Earth became big as shit for some reason. It actually just gets ridiculous.
This happens too much.
Well,
I've recently come to learn that a lot of founders and marketers don't quite know how to look up the competitors' marketing strategies. I personally...
What was always funny is when your school would do the whole most likely to thing. Like, most likely to become a millionaire, or even most like...
Yo, most likely to become... Yo, you know what's funny? I remember this class I was taking, and this always stuck to me, y'all. Like, I was taking Avid back in high school. Avid was probably one of the best classes to take in that school because it basically prepared you to go to college. And not just college though, it gave you life skills, like how to organize your stuff, how to take notes effectively, how to what else are we doing there? We would just do like life skills, like, you know, even if you weren't going to use them in the classroom specifically, you would use stuff outside the classroom. But anyways, we were playing this game one day, and we actually played this most likely to, right? And everybody in the classroom has to agree on your most likely. So when it came to me, I don't remember everybody else's, you know, but I'm sure they were like most likely to be yada yada yada, doctor or nurse, something like that, right? It came to me. It was like most likely to be a millionaire. Everybody picked me for some reason. I'm like, what? You're like, yeah, most likely to be a millionaire. They picked me. I don't know why. Like, and it's not like I was cool with everybody in there. Like, yeah, we was cool. Like, I wouldn't say like on like a hangout vibe or nothing, but they picked me though. Most likely to be a millionaire. Me. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I was the choice. So, shoot. Hopefully they're right, man. Hopefully they're right. But I always remember that.
To end up homeless, living underneath a bridge, and then just slap the person's face on it. Like, what the fuck? Why did they do this, bro? Then some years pass by, and you see where these people ended up, and it just has zero correlation with what they were supposed to become. Like, I'm talking the nigga who was supposed to be super successful and a millionaire by 25 is damn near homeless. Like, what the fuck happened? Granted, life's a never-ending journey, so who's to say they won't get there? But it's just funny to see the path that some people ended up on. The people you chat with and were hella close with in school seem to literally disappear once you graduate. And I can't lie, to some extent, I was definitely this guy right here. I do not know where anyone went or what they're up to. Like, I still have my close circle of people that I kind of talk to on a regular basis, but apart from that, not a fucking clue in the world. I don't know where anyone is. COVID kind of forced this shit on us early too. Because I remember back in that first lockdown, it really made you realize who you talk to on a day-to-day basis if it wasn't school-related. Then you have the people that forget high school ended years ago. Like, I remember once my boy showed me this post, and it was that-ass a video of a girl calling out someone we used to go to high school with as if they were still beefing in, like, it's 10th grade. Like, she was dead-ass name-dropping the high school and, like, tagging a bunch of people as if they still go to school together. It's like, what the hell? What are we doing? Running into people you used to go to school with is always funny as hell, too. Because it's like, there's not really much to say. It's always just on some...
Damn.
Yo, how have you been, bro? I haven't seen you in a while, bro. Yo, I haven't seen you in a minute, bro. I've been chilling, bro. I've been chilling. What's going on? Not much, bro. You know, I've been chilling. I've been chilling as well, bro. Yeah. Yup.
Yeah.
All in all, life after school gets real. Your attention shifts from worrying about assignments and exams to figuring out the best possible financial plans. You finally start to realize what you care about in life and what actually matters. People around you seem to either do a complete 180 or just disappear off the face of the earth. I mean, you tell me, do you think the reason why everyone loves school so much is because it distracts you from the bittersweet reality of what we so call life? Or is life after school not that bad? You just gotta get out there and start living. I gotta cut this shit off again, man. I'm starting to sound crazy again, bruh.
Oh, snap. I didn't mean to cook that next
Yep.
one. But, hey, man. Oh, Gen Z, the worst time to be alive. Hey, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe down below. Join the movement. I'm going to see y'all in the next one, man. Peace.